All right, y'all. Day 7, Game 7. Welcome back. Let's. Um. I'm sorry. I just got asked a question. Had the text. This is a game, y'all, that I've talked about. Game 3, 4, 5, and 6, where those were our games that should have been games we should have won. This is a game that no, nothing. It is not odd. There's always games that just just were not meant for you to win. Like there's nothing you could have done to win this game. But here's the thing that I hear fans say a lot, and not just us, but some other fans that say like players were not in the game, they weren't prepared, blah blah blah, all that good stuff. I want y'all to think about game 1 through 7. All right. Go back to the games and watch the first quarter. An unprepared team gets their ass whooped from jump. An unprepared team or a un well what not only prepared but ready to play. That's a better word for I can't think of it right now. Those type of wordings and narrative you will see from the first snap if that's the case. I want you to look at this first quarter of this game and the first quarter, and let's say first half of this game in South Carolina, which were blowouts, so to speak. Look at the halftime score. If they were unprepared, the game wouldn't have been that close after the first 25 minutes. So the narrative of not being ready to play, unprepared, all that stuff is an overused term for football from the fan standpoint. Because when you look at the game, the start of the game, if you're unprepared, it will definitely show. Don't wait to the end of the game and say unprepared. Look at the beginning of the game because that's the preparation part. After that, it is like a damn boxing match. Everything's all good until you get punched in the mouth. All that preparation, all that training you've done for 6 months, 3 months, 6 months in MMA or boxing, those guys are always training until someone punches them in the mouth. And then the training goes out the door. Now it's survival mode. So the narrative of unprepared, not ready to play is just really the majority of the time misused, overused, not accurate. It really isn't. So again, y'all, I started this series for the O-line. I really did. That was the only reason I started. So these are only passing plays. Passing plays to show how much time the quarterbacks were given in the game. Again, I would say this is that no matter what happens, y'all, the other team is on scholarship. That statement right there was probably the greatest statement, the greatest words that Coach Rick Smith gave a young guy from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a guy whom has been successful every stage of playing football to that point, is that the other guys on the other side of the line of scrimmage are on scholarship too, and they're just as good as you. This is not high school where you're probably one of the best players on the field for every game you have played. That ain't the case anymore. Everybody on this field was probably the best player on the field when they were playing high school. Not only that, now you're playing with guys who are 21, 22 years old. They have developed, their bodies matured. When you're in high school and you deal with 17, 18-year-old, the gap is different. But body maturity is still not quite there. When you get to 22, 23 years old, you are starting to reach that point of body maturity. And if you're 17 like I was, man, it's tough sledding against guys who are more mature, have been in the system a long time. Because one thing is that when you're in practice, do you go against the best or do you go against guys who are similar to your talent level? If you're trying to improve and go and get the best, you're going to get your blank handed to you. And playing corner, when I first got there, it was it was tough. And when Coach Smith said, "Remember, guys, the guys on the other side of the field is on scholarship, and they are judged to beat you too. So let's try to win the majority of your battles. You are going to lose some battles, and when you watch this O line, you're going to lose one-on-one battles. As I've said, if you watch the first 6 episodes, you will understand I say system failure. If the O-line has a system failure, that is a problem. If one guy gets beat by another SEC player, I mean, damn. Do you really believe that the guy on the other side of the ball is not good and not capable of creating havoc and beating a guy one-on-one? Come on, it's going to happen. The system failures are the ones that needs to be highlighted. So, said that, remember, these are only passing plays. I got my handy dandy clock right here, and we're going to redefine the narrative. I'm not going to say this O-line was the best O-line in school history, not even close. I was going to say something, but no, I don't think it. Now, it's not the worst O-line, but it's up there on the Mount Rushmore of where you don't want to be. But I think they took a bigger pounding and a worse narrative than they should have, because I'm telling y'all, the first 6 games, the run game was pretty good. Was it great? No, but it was pretty good. The run game, the run blocking was pretty good. The pass blocking, the-ish, is not failing like a lot of people thought it was. Again, like I've said many times, the quarterback can help the deficiencies of a position group like the O-line. And our quarterback did not do a good job of that. All right. So let's see where we at, y'all. First pass play. Screen. That is a damn good job by 44. Oops. This is a damn good job. He realizes something is up right now. That's pretty good damn job. Pretty good job by this linebacker too. Shit. See, I understand why this guy is here now. They're a man. That's his man. And he didn't bite. He didn't bite at all. Good job by Florida, man. First play of the game. Usually you a little amped. Not the first play. First series probably, because Florida has 3. You're a little amped up. And for them to play under control, I don't know what snap that was in the series, but they played that well. Great eyes. It goes back. If you've watched me any amount in the past, eye discipline is so big for defense. And that was damn good eye discipline. Quick hitter. I want to say something here. This is contrary to what this was supposed to be about. I hear this a lot. And I'm going to go on my rant because I am in rant mode right now for some reason. The one thing I hate a lot from fans is hearing people say that we play soft on the corners because we play 7, 8, 9, 10 yards off of the DB. And as a former DB in this conference, as a guy who consistently played at 8 to 9 yards off of the receiver, when I hear it, I take it personal because now y'all calling me soft. And there's one thing I know for damn sure, I was not as soft. And the narrative of just because you are X amount of yards off a receiver has nothing to do with soft coverage. I can show you coverages where I played 7, 8, 9 yards off and got interception on a 5-yard hitch. I can show you plays where it was a 3, 4-yard stop route and I got a PBU off it. Like that kind of stuff bothers me, and I think I'm realizing right now why, because it feels like it's attacking me because that's how far I played off. So, and the thing about it, the other thing is it's like we're the only ones that play like that. Look how far this guy's off a dang key. We know that's 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 9. And Dane is a yard. That's 10 yards off of the receiver. I don't want to get into the details of how you can play successful at this, but that's 10 yards off the receiver by fucking Florida. If you're in zone coverage and have good, even if you're in man, it doesn't matter. The problem we have is sometimes the wrong guys are using the technique wrong. You can play at 9, 10 yards and be successful. Because I played it. I mean, God, that's one thing I just hate. That's a big one, y'all. But that's my rant. This isn't about defense right now. This is about offense. So let's go back to what the intentions of this was about. All right. So, quick hitter. Get the ball in his hands. No one at his feet. Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Hands up. Ain't on the O-line. So ball was tipped, deflected. That happened a lot the year prior with Devin Leary. Ooh, boy. Now, since I'm on the rant. Devin, it's what's crazy about the Devin Leary year is Devin Leary really, people think he had a bad year. The guy had a pretty strong year for us. Really did. See, this is another one. We just like this is a 101 block. And I'm going to keep saying this because I was wrong. 101 block with Cox and I think that's a 1-tech. And a 1-tech. Bruh, the running backs, it's a broken record, did a damn good job of picking up blitzes last year. And Cox has the guy, but then he just loses him. Great throw. Still had 3 seconds. That's not long enough for 4-man pressure, especially when you have it locked in. 4-man pressure. This is on one guy. What was he thinking? Like, this is hard for me to imagine why Cox didn't stay. Okay, I see it now. It was a stunt, and he still should have been able to. So what happened is they twisted. This guy basically blocks. He twists. And since he's hitting that inside shoulder, if Cox doesn't strain enough, he has a seam because the running back has to take the twist guy. That's a damn good pickup by Demi, though. He let that develop and pick the right guy. Cox screwed it up. Gotta catch the damn ball. Oh, I thought that was a catch. Gotta catch the damn ball. You can't drop balls in your hand. Also, as a quarterback, sometimes you have to take a little bit off of it. Doesn't have to be a fireball every down pass. Dude, I'm those running backs, Demi in particular, Wilcox too. That's a pickup. Now I'm gonna show you some. I think this is all right. As a quarterback, for me, this is why it comes down to, do you process, or are you seeing the same thing as OC? The shortest throw is the best throw in general. So the shortest throw is always going to be the ball that you throw across right in front of the ball, right over the ball, because there's no angles to it. I want y'all to understand. I know I talk about this a lot, but it really matters. Like that throw right there, that's a no yard throw. It's longer. It's longer than a 5 yard throw. See that? Which is longer than a throw, and I'm going off the screen, than that throw that is the same distance as this one. Right? Just look at the length of the line. Right? So the shortest throw is always the throw right across the ball. Okay? So my question is this. Brock right here says, I'm throwing it to Dane Key. All right. He pre-snap. That's where he said, I'm throwing it to. Look at this. There's a window that he has to throw it in right here. Come on. There's a window that he has to throw it in. That's small. Look at this window to this guy. As I've rewatched these games and paid attention more, now I understand why Jerry Maclin was pissed. Dude, he's open. Linebacker. See, this is the thing. Who is he reading? If he's reading this linebacker who turned his shoulder, who's facing this way, he cannot guard someone who's going behind him. He can't. It's not humanly possible. But he can guard the guy that he's looking at, or he can get in the pattern of that, right? So why are we forcing it here when this guy is butt naked open? They are playing, I don't know, there's a safety, they're playing some type of bracket. Oh, it would be better if I drew it the other way. They're playing some type of bracket on this guy. He's gone. They're playing man on him. He's gone. We have 2-on-1 here and 1-on-1 here with depth. Starting 7. Why didn't we throw it to Maclin? Bang. Turn and fall. First down. These are the things that I talk about pre-snap. What are you reading? Do you understand the concept? This right here in this game 7 has happened too much. But we all complaining about the guy on the sideline that calling plays, but we're missing wide open receivers too damn much. And it's not the O-line. The O-line gave him time. He's got time to throw it to the right guy. Damn. That's a great throw. That's a great throw. Great play call. We were up 7-6. Defense comes out, gives up the touchdown right away. Not good. Defensively wasn't our strong suit. We made Lagway. It was Lagway's coming out party, basically. Wasn't a good day defense. It wasn't a good day in the secondary defensively. More importantly, see like this, y'all. Great job of getting that ball out of his hands. This is. I want you to think about it. This is. I'm gonna say this is about 10 yards, right? Look at the difference in length of that. That's a 5-yard pass, I think, but it's got to travel 20 plus yards. I don't think fans take that for granted how long a throw this is. This is a damn good dude. That's from the opposite hash to the bottom of the numbers. That's crazy. Damn good throw. Had time. Which when you have those quick hitters, see this is why he was successful on those because he didn't have to think. It was 1, 2, throw it. And watching these games, we really had enough of that. We did that a lot. Again, it's enough time. Oh, you got to get that ball to him. You got to get that ball to him. And I'm going to be honest with you. Let me count the people. Count the people. That's 4. That's 8. Okay, that's 10. That might be a guy deep. Right? That's 4. That's 8. Okay. I was looking at Barry and Brown in this frame here, but there's probably a safety deep. You got to make that throw. You got to make that one. It's a damn good call. You got to make that throw. Still had time. Had like 4 seconds. See, these are the ones that it's like the Vanderbilt game. You got to make these, dude. Those are layups. I think he threw it to the right person. It was a great concept. You got to get him the ball. That's first down. First down. Keep the chains moving. Oh. And it gets picked off. Not only did you miss a wide open receiver, it's a bad ball that gets tipped and it gets picked off, and then it results in points. Yeesh. Not good. That's a layup. Those are the layups that you have to make. So now that's another drop. I want y'all to think about this. Even though the defense didn't play their best, right? Let's think about this. You had an interception. See where the other one was at. You had an interception, 53 yards. All right. Now I'm just gonna be honest with you. Interception on the minus 53. The offense is gonna score 80% of the time. And what I mean by that, that's a field goal. Just think about it. All they need is 2 first downs. 2 first down puts them at the 30-ish. And if they get a first down, that's just getting exactly 10 yards. They get 2 first downs, they probably gonna get 30 yards. So you're probably on the 30, maybe a little bit in, a little bit more. You might be on the 29. So you probably kicking a 40-yard field goal, 45. Your chances of scoring is enormous. So you get an interception, right? So now you as a defense They beat you. They win. And now I'm looking at the time now. So so you made them drive. You actually did pretty damn good. They had to take off 4 minutes to drive 50 some yards. That's pretty good. So I don't know. I can't remember what happened. So they didn't score quickly, but eventually you screwed up. So now the offense gets the ball back, has a wide open guy, throws a good ball, and here's the thing of crazy. No, I'm not gonna say that because he's not the best runner after the catch. But if he catches this ball, y'all, and turns it up, this guy has no shot. It's probably a touchdown. That's a damn good ball in his hands. In his hand. Either Barry Brown hits the seam or he does his customary stop and hits that seam, and now this guy has to run him down. Either way it goes, we're at the 50-yard line with a chance to score to potentially make it 20-9 or 20-13 or 14. We go for 2. But then what happens is this happens. He drops it. Watch how far this guy goes. So now, you think the defense is going to stop that? He's inside the 5. So defense just gave up a touchdown. And then they got to go back on the field on the 5-yard line? Now, I think Barry Brown comes back. Does he return the kickoff at that time? So now we start in the third quarter. How badly and poorly we played. I want to be honest, the offense really gave up 14. I know the defense should be able to stop. Defense gave up 13. All right. And I'm going to show you some. If I remember correctly, there's another instance that's in this game that could have changed the perception of the game. We don't win this game, but it changed the perception of the game. I think it happened in the third quarter. When he's able to not have to read 1, 2, 3, throw it. Unfortunately, the game ain't that easy. He can throw the rock. It's the above the shoulders. Not the shoulders, it's above the shoulders. That was the problem. Oof. Oh, what just happened? Dog it. It's not the shoulder, it's above the shoulder. It's the knowledge of the game. That's the part. Now, this is on the O line. This right here is a system failure. I would be pissed as a quarterback. Dude, he came across the line of scrimmage on jump, and that's not a defensive end. That's a big boy. How in the hell did we miss a 3 technique cross the face of the guard? See that? We didn't even touch him. Watch. We didn't even touch him. We just fall forward. Oh my God, that's horrible. That right there, that's bad. There's no other way I can put it. Now it's 4th and 2. Early in the game on their side of the field. That says a lot about how this game was going for the head coach to go for it on 4th and 2. Not only go for it on 4th and 2 to run a pass play. Beautiful. Now, I want people to understand this. No knock on anything. For all the people who talk about tight end, why we don't get the ball to the tight end? Well, first of all, you got to scheme them open. I want you to understand this. This tight end has nobody. He has nobody on him, nobody in front of him. He has a one-on-one and has no move. that's that's not a pretty look. For if you watch the great tight ends, we have good tight ends. The great tight ends have moves. They have an ability to make someone miss to give you 5, 6 more yards. It doesn't seem like 4 yards is a lot or 6 yards is a lot. It is a lot when that's 4 or 6 less yards that your offense that's not very efficient has to travel to get a field goal or touchdown. There's a big difference between a 50-yard field goal and a 46-yard field goal. We got you wide open and you had a corner to tackle you and you went down on the tackle of one corner. No. And that's for people who are complaining about why. It's not that our tight ends are garbage, but that's why. Can you remember, if you remember Pitts with Florida back in the day, if he would have gotten that ball right there, there's no way that corner tackles him. So you're looking at, and I don't know why he came. Someone has to tell me why he came off a Dane Key on an out and up right now when he didn't complete the route yet. Look, he's looking that way. If he's looking that way, why did he come off of it so quickly? Now, here's the other thing. You don't escape that way. This is so very odd looking at it because I want you to think about it this way. Well, I guess he's got another receiver going. If that was your only receiver, why would you scramble when you got more receivers this way? But he does have 85 going across the field, but he never looks at them. Why didn't he throw the 85? Why didn't he throw it here? Because he gave up on Dane early in the damn route tree. That wasn't on the O-line, y'all. Let's go back because I want to confirm it and make sure y'all understand. That's not on the O-line. Right here, when he wants to throw it, he's at 3 seconds and there's nobody at his feet. And he escaped on his own. Didn't climb the pocket at all. He's got time. All right? That's not on the O-line. He didn't escape because the O-line didn't block. Third and 8. Third quarter. Dude, he's got this guy's going around. These two guys, him. You got him. There's no one at his feet. He's got a clean pocket. And he's able to step into the ball. That's a great throw. That's a great throw. Hey, it's nothing else. That was great across the board. Running backs doing what they've been doing all season up to this point is being a great asset to pass protection. Demi should make a team just the way NFL team, just the way he fucking pick up linebackers. Yeah, dude, he's got time. He's got more than enough time. They rushing 4. He's at 4 seconds. Climb the pocket. Don't just stay there. That's not on the O-line at all. They gave him time. That's on the receivers or quarterback not reading who was open. And let me see if you can see who's open. We should have. Did we leave it? Yeah, we left a tight end. Right? Did we leave a tight end? Did we have 2 tight ends or just 1? Oh, we got 2 tight ends. No, we don't have 2. We have a tight end and ABS. So you're going to only have a 2-man route if the back goes out. There's no one open. He could have thrown it to the back right now, but he's really trying to throw here. That's now no line though. They bring in 6, so it's a blitz. Good ball. Well, good. Yep, first down. Good job. They try to play zone. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, y'all. Here's the hardest thing. They tried to play zone. This is what I want y'all to understand. So if they bring 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you only have 5 left. And if you run, it seems like they're running a cover 3 with 2 under. If you run in cover 3, which means you're going to have a corner, and a safety in the deep thirds. You only have 2 guys left underneath to cover 6 zones. If the O-line can hold up, this is an easy pitch and catch. If they can give the quarterback time, that's perfect. With it sit in the void, first down. It's got time. Got time. It's going deep ball. I really want to know what was our deep ball freaking percentage last season. It looks real poor. Oh, climb the pocket. Climb the pocket. Climb the pocket. You waited too long. Climb the pocket. That's good blocking by the O-line. That's where to get up out of there. Okay. Had time. Had more than enough time. Couldn't find anything down the field. Dump it off. 3.5 seconds. Dump it off. That's fine. First down. Moving the pocket. Good throw. Like it. Looks like we're going to give Gavin a chance to throw the ball. Ooh, why did I put that in here? I don't know. That was a run play. 3rd and 1. I guess we got the first down out of it. Ooh, this is a system failure. That's bad. Chips. I mean, if you're gonna chip, damn chip. That's horrible. You actually hit your guy. That's a loss by the offensive line. That's a loss. We must have thought there was going to be a man, and they ran zone on 4th and 5. Ugh. So there was no pick. Wasted down. Still 34-20 at this point. It ain't no chance we're going to score 14 points in 8 minutes, but it's still, Pitch and catch. Made the hard throws look easy. More than enough time. Wasn't under pressure. Wasn't throwing off his back foot. No one at his feet. See, I missed. Oh, I missed it because they didn't pass it. You know, we also had, I can't remember when it was. We were definitely going this way. Want y'all to understand, we had an interception that we got the ball down to like the 8-yard line, and we got no points out of it. We had an interception. I wanted, because I know we was going this way because I remember the interception. We was definitely in the third quarter. We got the ball all the way down to inside the 10 for sure and got no points. 0. And I know for sure Florida marched down the field and scored. That's bad. That's bad. Defense gives you, at least you get 3 points out of it. And you get nothing? Screen pass. Couldn't get to the linebacker. Good move by Demi. Demi is underrated. Is so underrated. And even for me, I didn't give him enough credit. Better than what I thought he was. Get the ball. It's wide open. Get the ball to him. Yo. This play right here, to have this guy come from across the field, it's a natural void if the linebackers don't get that. Get the ball right here. Where are we throwing it? That's quarterback 101. Look how there's nobody around it. If you would have thrown it to him on a hash, he could have turned up the field and got 10 more yards. Quarterback 1, that's quarterback 101. Throw the damn ball to the guy who's open. What? How you know what happens if we score and we go 27-34? Do we onside kick it? Do they do something stupid and turn the ball over after we kick it off to them? Oh, I hit the wrong button. Come on, man. This to play before, y'all. I'm sorry. You got to be because I'm at 8 seconds. So I'm in good shape. So this will be the bootleg. He missed the wide open tight end. Now we on this play. 2nd and 10. Demi could have done a bad job, but look. So here's the thing. So Demi got beat for once. He's made at least 20 great blocks. And that's the first one he's lost on. It's going to happen. So in the moment, it sucks because he lost on a key down. But in the grand scheme of things, it was going to happen sooner or later. And quarterback still had time to scramble. Like right here. Like, he lost one one-on-one battle. Now this is bad on the right tackle. If he would have stepped up in the that's a loss by the O-line. That's shitty. Gotta call a spade a spade. That's bad. That's bad. So we had like 2 or 3 of those. Oh, damn. That's tough, man. It is unfortunate. First of all, it's a bad pass. It's not perfect. But it's also unfortunate that they ran this coverage on this pass because he did what he's supposed to. It's just a little high. If he hit him in the chest, we're in a better situation. Now, y'all, this is so hard. This is again where you have to throw the longest throw and you hitch, and the receiver didn't come back to the ball. That's what happens. I guess these are Cutter Boley's last. This is the last. This ain't gonna last long. I can just run through these. The game is over. Whew. Almost had another one. Started at 7. Still got time. Feet are clean. See, now, hold on. Now, I'm looking at this now. See, this is the difference. Watch Cutter Boley when he hits the top of his drop. Right there. What does he do? He climbs the pocket a little bit. Now, honestly, he should have stayed there and kept his eyes on the field and thrown the ball right here. But the foundation is there at least. He had him open early, but didn't know, Oops, let's see what happens here. See how much time he was getting. Cox cannot get beat inside like that. Push him around the horn. You can't get beat inside because now that's a short. Yeah, he didn't have enough time. That's a bad one O-line. That's shitty on O-line. Got to get an O-line on that one. This one, not so much. Yeesh. Got time. Ooh, almost. Got time. Ooh, this is a great decision. Just didn't connect. Great decision. Just didn't connect. All right, y'all. That's it. That's it for Nito for game 7. So, I want y'all to understand 48 points were given up. We know right now 21, definitely 14. I'm going to say 21 was on offense. You had a pick 6, that's 1. You had an interception, went all the way to the damn inside the 5-yard line, that's 2. Then you had an interception on the 50, that's 3. So we saying 17 points at least. I'm going to say 21. And the defense gave you the ball inside the 10-yard line, and we got nothing out of it. This game wasn't meant to be. But when you look at a game and the outcome, the worst thing you can do is just look at the box score. That's the worst thing you can do. It's the easiest thing to do, but it's the worst thing to do. You got to look at the entirety of the game. I'll never forget 1996 game against Louisville. I can't remember the final score, but it looked like the defense was horrible. And when you look at it, I know for sure that Louisville had 3 defensive scores. I think it was fumble for recovery, an interception, and either a punt block. So that's 21 points. But if you look at the box score, it says, oh my God, defense gave up 30 plus points or 40 points, whatever it was. And the defense had a bad day. No, not the case. Don't just look at box scores. If you have the ability to go back and look at the entirety of the game, go do that. Or at least look at the play-by-play. Even that doesn't give you a total, I guess it's more of a cliff note synopsis of the game, but that doesn't give you the the real action that was going on the field. So it's 48-20, but if you really think about it, the offense gave up a lot of points. Also, the O-line wasn't great, but it wasn't shitty. You remember only the bad plays, I understand that, but then shit, you look at the entirety of the game, and only the passing plays, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that good either, but it wasn't that bad. It was in the middle. All the interceptions were here's the thing. The interceptions were not because the O-line wasn't blocking well. Now those are ones that are bad when the quarterback is getting hit and the ball's tipped and it goes up and all that. Now that's bad, but that was not the case. Every ball that was interception was tipped by the receiver, dropped by the receiver. No pressure on the quarterback. That's all I'm saying. So I'm through week 7, and the O-line is not as bad as the narrative was that was out there, especially on the passing game, where many people jokingly trolling whatever it is. I don't know, because for me, Twitter is not real. But whatever Twitter and X, whatever you want to call it, has been saying is the narrative was he potentially quit because the O-line sucked. Not the case. Not the case. So that's game 7. That's day 7, game 7. We're going to move on to game 8. And I'll see y'all sometime tomorrow. You have a good rest of your Wednesday. Come see myself and Anthony White tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Locker. Go to my YouTube page if you don't mind. Subscribe to the channel. It's completely free. But I know if I get to 500 subscribers, I'm able to do something. I don't remember what it is, but I'm at 485 or 486. Can y'all help me get to 500? Get the word out. Get me to 500. Can we do that? Much appreciated. See you guys tomorrow. I can't say same time, same channel because I have no idea when I'm going to start. So when I have some free time, I would do this for an hour, and hopefully make everyone a little more positive for next year, because I'm telling you, look at these games. This is not a 4-18. It's not a 4-18. It's at worst a 6-16. Things just didn't go our way.